do that for 10,000 a month.
And you're pissed off at fighting me for 20k? Piss off, bro.
Because I'm safe though. Where am I going to be? I'm going to be in the main bit with the captain.
That thing could turn on his side. Where are you safe, my guy?
Straight Pirates of the Caribbean sentence, bro.
Nah, once the war comes into where the captain
It's over. It's over.
Oh, then we know we're dead.
It's over, bro.
Imagine
that's
someone
not
just forgets
happening
to
all
close
the
the door,
time.
though.
So all your family's got is 10k for that month. Four bags of that is getting to the funeral.
strong swimmer.
It's a wrap, bro.
I'm a strong swimmer.
Show the camera. Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome to another episode of Expect Foolishness.
I'm right.
You know what time it is.
Hey.
Better. Way better than we've ever heard him before, bro.
Yeah, that's all right. I like that still. I like that still.
Is Wale back?
Yeah, that was that's the best one he's had so far still. There's been a lot of talk about the intro.
I want him to rate him in the comment section.
I saw a comment a little while ago where they were just like, I miss the days when Wale would hit us with a quote or something. Do you know what I mean? At the beginning. Remember those days at the beginning?
I was tempted, you know. I was tempted, but I thought, doing too much. Let me just...
Off the dome, right now, go. Anything.
Okay. It's something I heard the other day. I think it might have even been from Rick and Morty. But it basically goes, I'm not fazed by your booze because I've heard what you cheer for.
Brother. That's a bar, bro. That's a bar.
God.
Man said, I've seen you're impressed by nonsense, bro.
You're impressed by foolishness.
I don't even care what you think, fam.
Your opinion means nothing to me.
Hey.
You're not even... What is that? Is this a career best?
That's guy in my, you know the status over the DMs?
Yeah.
That's guy in there. No, that's a bar, bro.
It's a bar. This is Wale's on... It's a career best for me. I'm going to say that right now. Because he had some great moments, but again...
That hit still.
Yeah. Keep... Wale... This is what we want from you week in, week out, bro.
Nah, I'm gonna put that in my
quotables.
I'm gonna put the quote, yeah, dot Wale, but then in brackets, like the rapper. Because now he deserves it.
Now the Wale that I know is back.
All right.
The Wale that we've been knowing was there.
That's right.
You know, like if you take early draft pick and stuff, you're not sure about it, crowd of booing and stuff.
That's
no
crazy.
one's really happy about Wale being there.
Wemby.
Yeah. No, not Wemby.
Wale
Banyama. Wale Banyama.
It was always here, man. It was always here.
And I like it. But you lot, listen, there's a lot of mad stuff happening, man.
Okay, let's get cooking today.
And you showed me something. What's this? Denzel.
Brother, I see this clip of Denzel, yeah. It's at the Cannes Festival.
Mm.
And you know, so Denzel's there, he's chatting to the man, them industry schmoozing.
Yeah.
You know how it goes. And one of the reporters or media, wherever they're from, what publication they're from, reach over the thing, grab his arm.
Getting too handsy.
Now, you know Denzel don't like to be rushed. Don't do them type of things there. Straight away he's onto man. In his face, pointing. Training day Denzel's right here.
Yeah.
I mean, you think you could do this to me?
I'm dropping cases.
You. Bro, he weren't playing. He was in his face like, listen, stop that. Control, like, listen, like whatever he's saying, it had
You
to.
could tell him saying, don't do that again.
Fully. So then after that, he's turned around now. As he's turned around, like he's, all right, we've left it. Then he's grabbed his arm again. Denzel's now grabbed his arm and said, hey, stop that. Stop that. Just, it's like 4 or 5 stop that's. And you know when a man's hit you with like a few stop that's in a row? It's
Denzel. It's Denzel Washington. How are you, like, how would you deal with that moment if you're his... Like,
if Denzel's in my face telling me stop that?
No, one of Denzel's team. You're part of Denzel's team that makes sure these moments
If I'm bodyguard, like if I'm doing security, if I see Denzel stepping forward with finger points, I am going to be I'm going to be in your face in the most significant way, bro. Okay. You might not be doing coverage the rest of this evening.
But you know why that's dangerous.
But it's not going to be something that happens on camera because I know this is a high visible moment. This is one of those moments where it's like, I've come separated, Denzel's gone now, but I've stayed here for the extracurricular activity.
Okay, so this is how Travis is letting me know you're going to have Denzel in jail in Manchester.
No, not at all.
Yes, Denzel's in jail in Manchester, bro.
Listen,
because Chris Brown, Denzel's in jail. Denzel's coming to come and promote a movie.
They're not in the same
promoting a movie. Imagine Denzel in jail with the rest of them.
I'm the security guard. I'm the one that is on, bro.
That's what happened with Chris Brown. It wasn't just Chris Brown's. I heard it's like it was someone else, not him.
I thought it was him that bought
exactly, bro. You got Denzel in jail.
I didn't say I was going to bottle him. I just said I was going to rough him up. Little shakedown.
Extracurricular
Little
activity.
shakedown.
But
So you
Denzel's there
shake him
acting
down.
for his life.
Bro.
You think you could do this to me? Listen. Wait.
Listen, guys.
You're an actor.
You didn't see when Trey Songz was on stage having to give man the Power Rangers punch.
This is what
The
I'm
security
saying.
need to get busy, bro. That's not
No.
supposed to happen. We're not supposed to know how Trey throws punches.
Bro.
Not on the mains.
Let this be a cautionary tale of we can't fight anymore. Denzel in jail in Manchester. We've already had Crawford's. We've had Crawford's guy, Bomac in jail. Yeah, in Manchester. Always Manchester. Now we got Chris Brown. Chris Brown. They get the high profile celebs.
I hate the fact
Is that where the Burger Bar boys are?
No, that's Birmingham.
Birmingham.
Yeah, that's in Birmingham. But then like him there is crazy. Now this is mental what we're talking about.
Listen,
and do you know what it is?
Denzel,
They said that.
the Denzel situation was different. You walked me into that one. Well played. Yeah.
Well done. I just wanted to bring up Chris Brown, but I wanted to see if you would get.
But you have to understand. You have to understand this one's different because the guy's grabbed Denzel. He's physically had a moment, so he's addressed it and he's grabbed him again. So now my guy, the one I was supposed to be looking after, he's in trouble, bro.
But he's no longer in trouble, and you've gone back to do extracurricular.
Okay. If I'm doing closed circuit protection,
and
all I'm saying is I'm getting in the middle of that and I'm stopping it.
Well done.
That's it. That's all I was
Like the aggressive low it.
That's right. No, the strong lout. You know the one where it's like, hey, low it. But you feel how strong I am, and now it just kills all the fight in you. It's like, hey, stand back. It's like, no.
Yeah. That's the way you do it properly. That's the way you do it properly. But what do you lot think about this though? About man them in jail? Because I don't believe Chris Brown's ever gonna come back to this country after this.
I think that might even just kill his desire to even want to.
He's in jail in Manchester, and his court case ain't till
it's like June, middle of June, and they're keeping him there, bro.
June.
Apparently, they invited him in for questioning when he was last here when it happened, and they must have just been like,
he just cut, man. He didn't think it was serious.
So now he's just come back, and they're just like, yoink.
Chris Brown being in a UK jail doesn't even make sense. And he's either going to come out. What are the stories going to be like? Because either it's not going to be like American jail.
Listen.
So he's going to either have a story of UK ain't on, like when they go home and they do a madness.
But it's the Manchester man them. Well, to be fair,
it's crazy.
Yeah, it is. But what I mean is, jails though, man them come from everywhere.
Yeah, they're all
so everyone's just getting moved.
Jail.
No, but people from different cities all go into random jails. So
yes,
it's not even like we know that it's going to be a heavy money.
Yeah, we don't know what it's.
I don't know what it's like in there.
He's gonna have stories that no one has.
Yeah,
and he's gonna be able to talk about this mad experience. But again, because he's not a rapper, him singing a love song about his jail experience is crazy.
No, but he raps as well, though. You heard Chris Brown rap? Chris Brown really can bar, bro.
On that Deuces song.
So you say his next album.
Nah, come on, man.
I don't want that like that.
He can rap, man. He's not one of the rappers where it's weird.
Prefer?
What?
Singing Chris Brown.
No, but I'm just saying, but he's not a rapper where if you're listening to him rap, you're going to think, just sing, man.
No, he's not one of those.
Exactly. So if he starts barring about his jail experience, I might want to hear that still. It'd be like a 35 track
32
album.
bars.
No, it'd be a 35 track album. 17 songs about the experience. Because he will overload that album, boy.
Yeah, he's going to tell us everything that's happened. But again, I feel kind of like it's sad because we're losing.
I don't want him to not want to come back. That's the part that's
because he's a wicked performer.
Yeah, bro.
Going to his concert, I can say he's probably one of the best performers I've seen. And now knowing we're probably not going to. If you have this experience, you're not coming back. I'd go somewhere else.
And I can't imagine he comes out and he's just like, oh no, it was just a misunderstanding. Like his role is done. I'm not.
His tour starts and he's still in jail. His tour starts and his tour's supposed to start June the 4th of June.
Was it here?
He's supposed to be in. It starts off here.
Oh, flip.
Yeah.
See, if he does a madness where he comes straight out of jail, straight on stage to perform, that's going to be kind of cool.
With a front flip.
Yeah,
that front flip.
On beat to March Madness.
Or he does the one from that film when he gets shot early. He's the brother and does that move when he the Columbus short move.
The dancing film.
Not Stomp the Yard? Stomp the Yard?
It might be Stomp the Yard.
He was in Stomp the Yard.
Or you got served. Something you got served.
No, you got served. That's the BTK one.
No, but he was in the dance film where he's
check it right now.
He was on Stomp the Yard.
He does this wicked move, bro. It's a special. It's a super move. Still, he does this
Now, but speaking of films, have you seen Takers, the film that he's in? And it's the maddest cast. It's him, T.I., Idris Elba.
I think I've seen this movie.
Bro, it's a proper...
Are they robbing? Yeah. Takers, classic.
He's a decent actor still.
He's a good actor.
Stop the Yard still, yeah.
He's in
He's
Stop the Yard.
Yeah, I remember that move, man. He does that, and then Columbus Short does the move at the end of the film as well because as a signal to his brother to say, hey.
And T.I.'s like a bit of a snake in the end. In the other film, Takers. I've gone back to Takers.
Cool. Yeah.
Sorry, we're doing a lot of jumping back and forth.
Sorry, but yeah, he's in jail. Another person had a mad jail situation. Tory Lanez, bro. Tory Lanez. How mad is that, guys? Got stabbed 14 times.
Mate. What, in prison or?
Let's do that on the Patreon side.
All right, we'll take this Patreon.
Because obviously Patreon side is Tory Lanez and Diddy.
What a Patreon.
It's about to
what a
mad.
Patreon. All right, let's get to it then.
I wanted to bring something to the timeline there. Like, because I think we got to really have a chat about the use of AI and how everybody's taking their AI journey.
Yeah.
Like someone who I'm bringing to trial today, because we've got to bring this guy to Brethren
Can we
Court.
be AI regulators?
I think we should be, because Pastor Toby was the first one.
Yeah, and we fixed that.
We've definitely corrected
now everyone in this congregation is real.
But not just that, but I think
he's been going to lengths to show that. He did a walk around, just walking through London.
He's correcting everything. So now everybody's on guard of how they're going to run the AI. And I think this guy needs to go on trial. He's a great person. We know him well. Richard Blackwood, bro.
Richard Blackwood.
I've seen Richard the first, and the thing is, I gave him a warning shot, you know.
I was expecting him in this court.
No, absolutely. The first warning shot, right?
Yes.
He had this video of him, and it was a great AI version of him just walking forward to the camera.
Okay.
So I said to him, of all the things you could have done with the typing entry points, like the prompts you could have put in there, you could have put yourself on the moon, bro. But you just got yourself walking forward in the gym. He said, no, you're right. I'll keep it moving. No. I say, cool, we laughed. We moved on. This clip today, I'm trying to understand.
Oh.
Why has he got him?
So he's got himself jumping up in the air.
It's the maddest.
With the legs meeting.
The levitated, like the float back. And the maddest thing is, the post before that said, leg day. I'm about to get into leg day heavy. So then he puts himself jumping and floating 2 meters up in the air with his legs holding up. And I'm just like, so is that supposed to tell us that the legs they're making you jump high?
You know what though?
Talk to me, bro.
I'm gonna dismiss this case.
You're gonna dismiss it? Why?
I'm dismissing this case.
Why?
It's not the worst thing you could do with AI.
Bro,
I don't think he's done too bad there. I think it's not
egregious. It's one of the ones where we just gotta say, why did you want yourself to float in the air like that? Why did you want us to think that you float? Okay. There's something in that for me.
Okay. I hear the case. I still say
motion to dismiss.
Motion to dismiss, because end of the day, Richard is like, he looks young, but he is getting old. He is. So what's happened right now is a part of him, because we all believe he should be able to do that, and he still believes that when he looks in the mirror.
Wait. So is this the modern day version of when your parents finally understand WhatsApp and get into a group chat?
Oh my God.
It could be that.
So
but no, I'm saying he's...
So are you trying to say this is Richard's uncle era? Like the heavy...
This is an uncle era, but unforeseen for him, because he still looks in the mirror and says, I'm still Richard.
I think because it must be a real head work, because we look at him and think, you have to be stuck at 35 when you place yourself. Because we will believe.
We could go out with Richard.
Yeah, and
they will say, no one's going, who's this man?
Yeah, it's like, who's uncle? It's not going to be that. So in his mind, but there's still uncle motion.
He can still young things, but he's an uncle. Rich, you're an uncle, bro.
I feel like we need a term to coin for that, because I think the uncleness is...
Yunkle. Yunkle.
Yunkle Rich. Yunkle Rich.
Oh, there we go.
Yunkle, bro. Yunkle Rich, listen.
Because he's going to do something from time to time to let you know. Yo, okay. Different era, Because I know when he typed the prompts in and he got that video out, I know he was gassed. He went, look at you. Look at it. Bro, you know, bam. 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 Hey, look what he did. It got me jumping. Bro, watch. He's not cool about it. Hey, Sonny, go look at this. Bam. Bam. Watch. I type it in. Boom. Look at that. Hang time, baby.
Man, like rich man. I know, bro.
On the WhatsApp group chat as well. Just,
No, if he sent that in the broadcast, then his WhatsApp
he's definitely sent it to more than 5 people. Change.
No, the YUNCLE term is a funny one, you know.
hey, listen.
Because man, let me do the random thing that just lets you know it's like, rather broadcast Happy Easter message.
Yeah, we didn't need this. You know what? Actually, you're onto something there, you know. And there's a lot of yuncles out there that don't know as well. Yeah, you know what? Shout out everyone though, because yeah, we're here for it.
There you go.
So what he's saying is case dismissed. Yeah, he can
Case
go along.
dismissed, there's no
but
charges.
we understand, and we'll say, listen, if we see you in our court again, though, listen, actually, no, because he was always going to up the ante. Yeah,
He's definitely going to learn more prompts.
we don't want to see you.
He's going to be flying a plane
Yes, Rich,
and looking out like it's a whip.
Mr. Richard Blackwood, we do not want to see you in our court again, bro. It will be a stronger. The charge will be stronger.
Absolutely.
We'll throw the book at you to send a message to the other yuncles out there because you're.
Hey, YUNCLE COURT is funny.
YUNCLE Rich, bro.
All right, let's keep it going, bro.
Oh,
what else
man.
you got?
That is too funny, bro. Hey, you know what I saw? The largest, there's a plantation in Louisiana.
I don't like the word plantation.
I know.
There's something about that.
Kind of triggered.
I know, but it got burned down recently.
Well done.
And bro,
No.
can we just round of applause for that moment?
Anyone die?
Studio clap?
Anyone?
I don't know.
Let's check.
I mean, look, Stephen A. Smith, we don't care. That place needed to burn down. That had to happen, man. It's like one of the largest ones. And the thing is, it's mad because you see about these plantation sites, right? Where they be like holding weddings and that there. Like,
On the plantation?
brother.
Who's getting married there? Oh. Remember it's in the good days? Nah.
You see what I'm saying? The fact that that's still standing is mad. But as a landmark that you could hire to be like doing things there.
I want to know what the wedding planner's saying.
Are the serving staff like just looking?
No, but I'm saying I want to know what the wedding planner's saying when they're walking around trying to sell the venue to you, because
there's so much history here. It's a rich, deep history,
Rich tapestry of opportunity to relive a lot of history and historical feelings.
Diabolical work, man.
Yeah. But well done for burning on the plantation.
I saw someone doing an AI. See, this might be interesting use of AI. Let's see how we rate it.
Yeah.
There was a visual of the house burning down in the background. Just bare black people cooking at a cookout, and they're saying when people invite you to the imaginary cookout, this is the cookout.
The burnt plantation. That's dark though. That's dark. And who they got in there? Who they got? Is it famous black people?
No, it's just black people just eating and everyone's just enjoying, and it's just burning down the background.
Yeah. And he's been saying people, because they invite a lot of people to the cookout, and you don't have to do a lot to get invited to the cookout. I've noticed
the bar is low. Bro.
The bar is kind of low. I think again,
Listen,
is it time to gatekeep the cookout?
The cookout needed criteria for a long time, bro.
Yeah, because I feel like someone could just do be in rhythm.
One little dance.
You're invited to the cookout. Like
little candy routine.
Yeah.
And that's it. Oh no, he's good. He's what? It's like,
Yeah.
But I don't ever feel like we get invited to nobody's cookout, bro.
What, the opposite cookout?
Nobody's cookouts, bro.
But the opposite cookout is what?
You telling me other people ain't got no food functions?
Like a brunch kind of situation.
We don't get invited to where is that equivalent for us
that you want to go to?
I think they exist though, because they have that the tea in it.
You missed what he just said.
No, like if
he said that you want to go to.
Like I'm saying, it has to be somewhere. Like if Italians are doing a cookout, yeah, I'm going.
Oh, it's vibes. It'll be vibes.
Come on, it's great food. You know what I mean? Our one, the UK one, is the Toby Carvery. Do you get? You man going?
What, where Kev on stage was saying he was getting with the
eels in that?
The eels.
It's cool.
Because it has to be, is it appealing?
No, but our one over here, that's not speaking to us, man.
That's what I'm saying. So do you want to go to that cookout?
No, but the black British version of whatever it is, yeah, absolutely.
What's that,
With jerk chicken and jollof. Jerk chicken and jollof, bro.
Is that
we have to accept that our British culture is just a melting pot of black cultures that arrived here. So
that's just like a gathering, innit? We call that the gathering or something, surely.
Just call it a shubs.
Shubs, this is what I'm saying. Like and you can come to that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, do we even really have like a cookout type situation in the UK? Like just
It's
getting
an
together
American
purely
thing.
for the purposes of enjoying food.
That's an American
There's
thing.
no party, no one's birthday.
That terminology is pure American.
But we do the barbecue thing. Summer, like, we're going to get into our barbecue era
But
right now.
it's always someone's birthday though. I don't think we typically have just barbecue
because.
for barbecue's sake.
But it's just happens that everyone's birthday is just in this moment of barbecue season, bro.
You know what? We actually do need to bring this like as a more of a
Like a
common
cultural
thing, you know?
man. All this digital interaction, you know. I think having real world experiences with
But like even the impromptu ones where it's just like, it's a nice day. You man, are you around today? Let's go. But I think that comes from the fact that everyone lives in the same place. So it's not even a big commitment to drive 10 minutes down the road where we're all here.
I remember when I was younger getting dressed up just to go and like hang on the block. Like literally, I remember getting dressed up just to sit on the wall and just see where the day took you.
Playing out and it just be the most
Playing
open
out,
plan
bro.
for the day. Oh, what a time.
Playing out in that era, like, people don't understand what was doing playing out,
Kids
bro.
of today really don't.
They'll never get it. Well, they do get it because it's different. It's a different type of playing out.
They don't,
do you know, actually, to the point,
at the house,
So
sanctioned.
this was so crazy. Like we've moved here, but where we was before, we did this. The kids just decided, knocked on the door, and it was like, "Is any there?" So okay, yeah. And then they just, bro, when I told you, they were playing out. They went downstairs. And then it was late, bro. It was like, you know, and it's kind of still bright. It was on a Sunday. And I was so happy to see them. They came upstairs. She said, have you got skates? Because they all had skates. And Annie was like, I want to learn how to skate. Where's mum's skates? I said, have them then. You know, bro, they were down. Bro, these lot were playing out. It got to her thing it was 9 o'clock. And it was still like 9 o'clock they go to school tomorrow. But I think all the parents were like, we haven't seen this. This is classic.
In our generation.
Wow, yeah.
There was kids downstairs, loud, like running around. And I was like, I remember this.
Just
so
the
we
sound
just
of kids
honest,
playing.
the sound of kids playing, not an iPad in sight, bro. It was so nostalgic that we just left them out there for longer than they should have been. But then my nephew came up, to ask for a drink. And I said, you made a mistake.
It's over.
He came up and he came upstairs and he said, can I have a drink, please? I said, yeah.
You missed the play.
Plays out. It's done. He goes,
Go back downstairs and
I said,
get any.
go and get any. And I told him, you made a mistake.
And I bet you didn't even know what you
You're
did.
not
It was like instinctual, just autopilot
He
kicks in.
instinctually thought he could just come in and go back out. I said,
And the worst thing is, you remember those days where you would come back in and it weren't even like you were asking for nothing. It's just the fact that you've come in and out in the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, they're like,
twice.
Stay inside.
You come in and it's annoyed the parents by the door opening and it said, oh, stay inside.
That's right. Because why you got the house door just open like this? Nah.
Doors ajar.
No, I'm glad we got here because I was thinking about this on Sunday. And is it me or do you think young people are losing their social skills? Like
Losing?
their ability to just interact with one another and
They're not gaining them.
like I was just being at church and just any kind of social setting and young people are just like getting weird, man. Like they don't know how to. One guy wanted to walk past me,
Yeah.
so imagine I'm sitting down and see the chairs, row of chairs. So and this guy went to get past and he didn't say anything. He stood there, kind of just dropped his head and like he's waiting to push through for me to move back. And then I kind of stepped back. He just like walks past the front of me. I was like, well, you're not going to say excuse me, right?
At all. Just not.
When I tell you, so you're saying young people, yeah? I don't just think it's young people. I think there's the generation after us that came up with the social media. So when we were introduced to social media, we was already up and running.
We were already outside.
We was already outside. You see the generation after us, yeah? Like, you could meet someone that's lit on social media.
Yeah.
And is beyond shy in real life.
They've got
and it doesn't make that, it's not the same person.
It's a different vibe. Like their whole
person.
interactions it's an online upbringing. Do you know what I'm saying? So when you start to think about the mini conflicts and different things that you've had to deal with just for people, like just seeing that your boy's in a mood. Yo, you good, fam? Oh, no, my mum pissed me off and da-da-da-da. You just be able to detect that his vibe is different. And these are real reads of people that you won't get online. Someone's going to have to do a tweet and just do like a full stop. And post a mood pic for you to know that he's in a mood. You're like, right, you good?
Yeah.
It's like the
Drop
uncle
man a
and auntie
DM.
diplomacy where, you know, you had to learn how to, can you ask my mum?
Fam.
That one. That's real diplomacy skills, you know.
Trust me, because now everyone's come together to just really, okay, cool. So your mum's bare strict. Remember that time she said you couldn't come out at all?
Yeah.
So we're going to the library, yeah? So going to the library.
All right, cool. No, what about if you, man, ask my mum?
Yeah.
Because then she'll feel like...
Excuse me, Auntie. Is it? I spoke to. You can't even beat you up because I could do this one when I know you're in trouble. Travis said I should ask you. Travis said I should ask you.
It's over.
Go out. Is that what he said? Is that what Travis said? Call Travis in here.
And I'm just in there, all trying to be, huh? Yes, mum?
He's still got the hope. He doesn't realize the conversation.
It's gone left.
Aye, there's real negotiation that takes place in that moment, you know.
But think about, but these different, as you get older, the conversations get different. The way you ask, the things you're asking for, they get different. It's a gradual thing that you're just learning people skills as you get older. Whereas if you're on the internet, you're not even asking to go out. So you don't even have that pendulum of an issue. You're just online building this world. And then you meet the person you're chatting to for all these years and it's just like, oh, right, we've got to get to know each other from scratch again because we're in the room.
Really use emojis in person.
Bro.
But that's the problem with social media, though. Sometimes you be on social media for so long that you don't realize I haven't seen you.
And you don't know this person.
I don't actually know you. You're just your what's that? Your
avatar.
No, you're just your at to me. Like, but I feel connected to you though. I feel like I know you more, but I have not seen you. So I've been tracking your life, but it's like, wait, we've never met in person. So I don't even know what to call you. I'm underscore whatever. Like when I meet you in real life and stuff. So even that's a bit of a thing to. You made a point about making the touch points about people seeing each other, like doing that more and more frequently because that's something we grew up doing.
It's real,
but we don't do as much. Like even our community. What we talk about when you do talk about the Black experience, there was so much more community. With us, right? In terms like your aunties will come over to
sleepovers at your cousin's house weren't even like a planned thing. It was they came round and now they're going home. Mum, can I go and stay at their house? Okay, go on and go pack your bag. And now you're away.
Yes.
4 days. 4 days. We're here. Us, man.
But that's an expensive decision.
Yes, right.
Because if you drop your youths at my house for 4 days, the expense. And they just used to make it happen, though.
That's right.
But I think society was set up to support it, though, isn't it? If you think about it, you go to your cousin's area, you go and play out over there. You don't just stay in the house the whole time.
That's right.
Like, you go and do stuff, and I think it was more lower hanging fruit. Whereas now it's like parents kind of have to
entertain you all day.
I need to find somewhere. I have to take you somewhere now. I can't just have you at home doing stuff.
Have you heard about that thing about parents demanding money for the kid's birthday party?
Oh yeah.
So if you send your kid to a birthday party, they want you to bring the money that the kid's gonna spend at this birthday party. So if I say we're getting to laser tag, I like 500 on the door is funny. But if we're getting laser tag, they want the laser tag money. So I've invited you, and he said, is it right for your?
Me, that feels off. I don't think I would. If it's my son's birthday party or my daughter or whatever. This is what we've booked. This isn't for you to come and pay for your entry.
Yeah, that sounds mad.
I don't know.
Are you in agreement of that? Like,
oh yeah, fully. I think I've come from the school of like when you have a party, I'm putting together a celebration with finances I have.
Just bring yourself.
And yeah, come in. But it's interesting because I also think that in times past there was just more community in things like that. So I remember when I used to go to hall parties, I used to love hall parties as a kid because there was so much that was happening. There was like the main dancing part. There was the food. Someone always had a football. I don't know how. Yeah, in Sunday best, like shiny loafers.
Yeah,
and someone's
balling out, bro.
Yeah.
Sweating at the whole party. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That was a big part of our community. Those are the moments of when we came together and culture was really.
But not just that, but it's even when saying bye, knowing we're going to see each other again soon.
Yeah,
because this is the circuit we operate in.
And how long was that buy, bro? That buy took an hour. If your parents said, "Oh yeah, get ready,"
go and
you know it was
going to be
your
jackets.
An hour and a half. Hour and a half. We still ain't left this house. There's still going to be that conversation before we leave. Like these are the stuff that we grew up understanding. When if I told, like, imagine when you talk to the kids and you say it's time to leave, or your kids are telling you they want to leave. You know, they're like, oh, we have to get them out now. So people are rushing with their kids out because their kids can't manage the room or there's a sleeping process, there's a sleep pattern. Our parents didn't give a shit about our sleep patterns, bro.
When you got home, you better just go to bed.
Just lie down and sleep.
This is the other thing I was going to say as well. When you had like a hall party, you'd provide like core sustenance. So you'd bring super malt, some drinks, some rice. But everyone would bring something as well. So one auntie would rock up with just a cooler of rice. Yeah. Someone would bring some drinks. And so like throughout the night, because obviously it's going on for a while, you're just constantly getting topped up by people bringing a little bit Bring it a little bit.
Yeah, the good days.
But even back in the day, people used to make more food. So someone would just rock up on a Sunday and get a full plate of food, and it doesn't shorten nobody. It doesn't encroach on no one's experience.
Yes, my mum used to cook with the 4 hobs.
Oh yeah,
Like one pot on 4 hobs, bro. And not just because she just thought anyone could be here. She never wants a house that if you turn up, you don't eat.
Yeah, that's
like that was so even when she used to buy meat and stuff from Brixton, it'd be the box.
bare meat.
The box, bro. Like, and I'd be like, bro, what are you cooking? Like, we cook with a sense of it's for these couple of days.
For us here, yeah. That's right.
Yeah, with no thought of what if someone arrives unannounced.
It's that first gen from, because obviously this is what
I'm first gen.
So my grandparents was doing that heavy to the point any one of my uncles would pull up. They could get our whole dinner and nobody would notice that this is happening.
Dinner's still fine.
It just stops with their, like, I remember like going to Jamaica and they were still doing it, and it was such a throwback thing to see. And I'd be like, why? Who? It's literally just you two here, and obviously we're here visiting and that.
Yeah.
But they're making even more, and I'd be like, who's this for? And then my grandma would just be like, oh, man down the road, we cook Sunday and bring him Sunday dinner every week. Like, it's just because we know he ain't got that type of. And I'm like, that community thinking, it's there or it's not.
But that's culture. But don't you feel like it's kind of sad? It's culture that's not like. That's kind of not present.
It's sad.
Yeah, because fast forward today, imagine someone rocks up at your house unannounced
and asks for dinner.
I'm just in the area and I'm coming through. Like now it's like only maybe there's like a handful of people that can do that. But for the most part, I'd have someone just
that would feel so rude.
Yeah. I'd be annoyed at it, but I'd know that I have to feed you. That's why I'd be annoyed. So there'll be you've inconvenienced the I know culturally I have to feed you, but I'm annoyed that you pulled up and I can't eat food without giving you some.
Bro, that's exactly the mind. That's so.
But that's crazy.
You've nailed that. Dead on.
That's crazy how the thing works.
Yeah, because you know what you're supposed to do, but the fact that you go, but this is today's era, and this isn't our behavior pattern for you to have got all the way here and not to think to tell me. Not even a text that I didn't see. You just drove outside and parked and said, "Yep, ding ding."
But we need to do. I think there's an element of bro. Me and you been planning a time out, yeah. How long have our wives been planning us going out?
That's too funny.
What?
It's going back
episode what of the pod? Say,
I couldn't number it, but it's been time.
We just came for the baby, the baby.
No, not christening.
We did something.
What was it? Birthday.
Yeah, but that's what it took.
And the way you're struggling to remember is crazy.
Because it's last summer.
Yeah.
We planned this time ago. But if we just pulled up, there was one time I was going to pull up, and we should have just done that. If we just pull up sometimes, it'll be better.
It's true.
Now pulling up has to be the move.
It's funny because my missus loves to keep the fridge in the house stocked. And I don't know what it is. It's a weird mindset. I'm just like, well, just don't need to have that much stuff.
There.
Yeah, just like, why is it just here? We don't need that. Like, just, I'm kind of like, buy what we need. And then
your sustenance fridge.
This guy wants
a sustenance fridge, bro.
He wants names on the containers.
He just wants, I hate fridges like that. When it's just like I want to open a fridge and smile. Like,
that's what she says, yeah.
Look at it.
And I'm just like,
just watch. I'm going to start pulling up to you man's yard just for no reason. Mad times as well.
I know you can't.
I'll be on my way back from shows and that, just like, boom.
Oh, you can.
11:45.
No, 11:45 is disrespectful. No, someone's got, because we'll answer the door. We'll answer the door like you're in a crisis. We'll answer the door on a serious note, like, bro, what's wrong? Yeah, and then after you say, no, I'm just saying,
Oh, go on. You saying that? Because it's this way I go when I'm going home. So I thought, I know you better hear.
I was just in the area.
I think this summer though, everyone should make it on their to-do list. Pull up at least one person's house. One of your friends you ain't seen for a while, you don't see it often. Just what's good?
We gotta bring that back. You're right.
Summertime, I can't lie. People come by and I'm like, oh. Yeah. It's like a surprise, but it's nice.
And it's always a vibe, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a vibe.
It's always a vibe. Yeah, we need to start. We can't take away the good parts of culture.
It's true.
We've got so standard, yeah, that it's not there anymore. You know what I mean? Like the things that made us special, the things that we connected or other people's like, I love that about your culture.
The stuff that you smile about when you think back, those are the parts.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying? Remember like Christmas and you just be having that stupid sleepover, everyone just be everywhere.
All the cousins.
And it just be the best thing ever and the crappiest sleepover of your life, but you just
everyone's just twist up on a everyone's twist up on
I miss going to my cousins at Christmas, man. It used to be as like one of my favorite things. Christmas time comes around and like they live in like Finsbury Park, which is not far, but to me it's like far away.
It's a long drive.
And they live near the Arsenal football ground, innit? So it was like every Christmas I'll be gassed just going there, and it's like somewhere different, and there'd be like toys that were up on the cupboard you couldn't really touch.
Yeah.
They'll give you stuff, and then because they were older as well, it was like amazing just kind of having like family around or being around family and just being somewhere that wasn't your house. And
facts. And then and the thing is, it's mad because cousins, they got this special place in your life where it's like they're your tight friends. But then some of them take the role as like siblings. Do you know what I'm saying? Like my cousin Paul, that's the big brother I never had.
Yeah.
Easy. When I think back, just that's the big brother I never had.
Mine was Alex, but everyone was calling Flex as well. But then he was the cousin that like, I think I started listening to Nas because of him.
Okay.
He was a cousin that was like hip hop. He was like, this is what you listen to.
Yeah, and
Do you know what I'm saying? I remember him dropping me home, yeah, and he played All About the Benjamins to me. And that chick, what you wanna do? Wanna be ballers? I'm in the car, yeah, like, yes, and I can't wait because obviously I'm gassed and I can't wait to share it to my friends because I'm about to be the man to them lot. Because the beat on that one,
no, you know
what? Here's something.
This is too funny, you know. When your older cousin puts you up on game, bruv, when I used to see my cousin and it's the trainers, you be looking at his trainers and his whole fit and you're just like, all right, cool.
That's what I'm gonna do. One of my cousins showed me Game Gear. This is like back when handheld, and I was like, this is, I couldn't believe it. It took like 20 batteries or something like that.
Yeah. Game Gear was disrespectful to the batteries.
But I was just in awe. It's colour screen as well.
Nah, you know what?
Before its timing, though, the Game Gear. Because it was coloured early, you know.
Older cousins don't realise the role they play in the game, you know. They put you on the right path to being a certified brother, you know.
Yeah, because you won't be certain without them. I remember my cousin telling me, bad advice though, he goes, anyone looks at you, just look at them in the eye. Don't break eye contact.
That's funny. That's wild, bro.
It set me up for beef, bro.
But I think you're onto something there though, because the space that they hold is so, it's quite unique. They're family for one, so they're kind of like this trusted connection. Yeah. But number two, they're also a bit older than you usually. So they've got like, so cool. They're not so far away from you like your parents where they're just not, they're not really with what's going on.
That's right.
But they know what's going on, but then they're older, so it's just, it's like...
But you know what it is? It's the key age gap though. Yeah. Because I had cousins that was older than him, like his sisters, yeah, but they were like so much older, it was like, you guys were... You're too. We can't chat like that at this age. Whereas he's like what 3-4 years older. So it was that perfect pocket of just perfect like age. I'm certified to you, so I could tell you just drop game. Bro, good times.
My cousin convinced me. I saw his Avrex and I was like, I can't wait to get. I can't wait to get Avrex, bro. He was like, nah. That's so funny. All right, listen. Moving on. What have we got? We got any clips and stuff that we're going to look at and stuff?
Yeah, still, but where we at? I think we're like. It might be on Patreon zone still.
Maybe we got time for 1 or 2 clips.
Yeah, let's do some clips, man. We had a raw nostalgia one still. Wale, what have you got for us? You got a clip?
What you got for us, bro?
What I got for you?
Go on, hit me.
Oh, shit. Yo.
I think this might be Patreon still, I ain't gonna lie.
We can do this one clip, though.
Okay, go on.
It's there.
Which one?
Camera 1, bro. Yo.
Okay.
Brothers, how much will it take per annum or per month
for this to be your job?
For this to be your job.
Do you know what, when I see clips like this, you know what it makes me think of? Like when you go back to the colonial days, yeah? And then man would just be like with the oldest boat with no sat-nav, just taking on these wild waters, yeah, the 7 seas.
And it's creaking.
It's creaking, it's about to like fall apart, but not just that, but when they get there, they're on smoke though.
Yeah.
like it's gotta be pure hate that's driving you. to go through this? Because what map is that? No sat nav. You just there going because Tom Scunthorpe told you go take the left at the ocean, follow that straight on, chuck a left, chuck a right, and you're in Barbados.
Do you know what that makes me think about? You know when you're talking about like being in beef here, you're coming to back here, but it's like a long distance.
A voyage.
Weeks. Weeks.
That's not
bro.
weeks, that's months. And they're waiting for land, you know.
Months at sea.
Because you know land surprises them. Land! You know what I mean? When they see land, ahoy!
Brother, bro, as fatigued as they've been from that voyage, to get there and be like, all right,
we're gonna cut
we're taking over all of this.
I don't know a couple of that are just bad seasick as well.
Bro.
But
Bare of them
go
didn't
back.
make it. Bare of them didn't make it.
When you look at, for me, if I look at that footage, yeah, I do think of Amazon Prime. And I think I'm so disrespectful for wanting to see my package the next day. Like, do you know what? It's good for him to get it. Bro, it's on the Mazurk. What's that truck thing?
The container.
Bro, it's going mad.
Bro, when you're seeing the ship good on this upward tilt, bro, just to be going forward.
I can't imagine just seeing a wall of water and like maybe a little bit of sunlight at the top, but it's just water like this.
Bro.
And then even in that wall of water, you're seeing shadows in the water because there's life in there. Brother.
Man, damn, how much per month? That's your job.
Per month.
Yeah, I need to know what you're doing.
At any given day, given day, I won't be able to spend that money.
So what's your fee? How much you taking?
I need 2 M's cash every month.
You're taking a piss. Them packages are not arriving, bro. You gotta see.
Don't hire me.
But you'll fight us.
Nah.
You'll fight us at 200k.
For 20k, fam?
You'll fight at 20k, but you want 200 M's to face the water in the elements.
A cheeky little boxing match with you, man, is absolutely fine compared to chasing on the freaking ocean, bruv.
Seeing Davy Jones' locker in that.
What's this?
He's being Davy Jones' locker.
Mad pirates, bro. Now I think I'll do that job.
How much you get?
Let me see the clip again.
What's your salary request?
I want to see my salary request because I just need to look at it because we've had bad jobs.
Because I need scared money for this. I'm gonna be scared every day. There's never gonna be a day where I'm like,
Scared
I know
money.
these waters.
All right.
What's mad is, can you imagine being on the boat though while it's happening and you're just having to film it and then
So
everything's shaking?
Brother.
I would need.
And it's your time to sleep. It's your
Do you
shift
know
to
what?
sleep.
I could do that for 10,000 a month.
And you're pissed off at fighting me for 20k? Piss off, bro. You're
Because I'm safe though. Where am I gonna be? I'm gonna be in the main bit with the captain.
That thing could turn on his side. Where are you safe, my guy?
Straight Pirates of the Caribbean sentence, bro.
Nah, once the water comes into where the captain
It's over.
is,
It's over.
then we know we're dead.
It's over, bro.
Imagine
that's
someone
not
just forgets
happening
to
all
close
the
the door
time.
though.
So all your family's got is 10k for that month. Four bags of that is getting to the funeral.
I'm a strong swimmer.
It's a wrap, bro.
I'm a strong swimmer.
Oh, shut up, man. Shut up.
In
I'm
that,
still-
In that-
for how long? What are you swimming to?
In the hums and doors.
You're going up in the air and that shark is going to go raw.
Hey, and the shark is mad calm
Calm
in
in
this
that
water.
water. Calm. It's a wrap for you, bro. For 10 bags.
All right, cool.
You man,
let's go.
priorities wrong.
Let's go to. Wait, hold on. Wale, how much you doing it for? What's a decent salary? 10 bags though.
You're stupid.
15.
Shut up.
No, the thing is, if someone said to
A
you
month.
10 bags a month, you'd be like, hey, listen,
You consider it?
you would.
When they show you that video, you must renegotiate.
I can't lie. Because I'm thinking about
Smooth waters.
I'm thinking about level C. Like
Exactly.
some light waves, a little bit of chop. But
Yeah, because it's not always like this. This is the worst of it, guys.
Listen,
Yeah, but that's a lot of worse though.
I've been on a cruise, where it rocks a bit in the night. And there was one time where I was like,
And that boat shouldn't rock because it's too big.
What? No, but not just that, but there's like rocking systems that reduce it. So when you're feeling it, it's mad out there. So brother, one time, I'm laying up, like I'm just in the bed and that, and I'm just like, cool. And it's only as I'm looking at my glass and I can see the water level in the glass, constantly doing that, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, so it's not in my head. It's therefore happening. It's therefore happening. But it's not a big deal. It's fine.
He's an idiot. He's talking about us. You're already on the choppy waters, bro. For less than 10k. You're telling jokes. Bro, you're already on the choppy
But they
waters.
choose their route. It's not. Bro, it ain't that.
Point,
ain't that. Stop
at
this.
any point, it could become that. That's what I'm saying. At
Nah,
any point, it can become
This
that.
is a thing for tourists, bro. They plan their route
So what,
by
you
the
think there's
weather.
a
and
tourist?
that.
You think there's tourist weather?
Wait.
You think the
I'm just
ocean
saying.
knows?
No, but they minimize their risk.
The
They
ocean
minimize
goes,
it.
nah,
What, so the old tankers went, yeah, obviously, we just go through
No,
the
but you have
stormy
to
bit.
understand.
innit?
No, but yeah.
What do you think all your tankers saying? Let's go for the
No,
hard
no,
bit.
no, no. But cruises.
I'll be fighting.
Here we go. Now you're in trouble.
No,
you're in
you're not
trouble.
realising.
We got him. You think the oil tankers
What's
are
the
saying,
sound? What's the sound?
let's
What's the
go
sound?
through the
Something's
hardest.
playing. Something's playing.
It's the water. Travis believes.
No, you're stupid.
No,
They
you're
plan-
stupid.
No,
now.
because they plan their
You
route.
believe the oil tanker said, let's take the hardest
Let's
route.
not be ignorant for too long. Huh? How about that?
No. Let's stay ignorant because
Okay,
you're
cool.
doing it wrong.
Okay, go on then.
Travis believes, the other boats, the normal boats, are going the normal, safe way. And he believes that the boats that are bringing in all the product that we need desperately are picking the most difficult route.
No, because you know there's a difference.
I'm saying
He thinks there's like roads in the water, innit?
No, it's seasonal. The cruise locations that they choose to go and cruise. They're not going to cruise in the freaking winter and the stormy months, are they, bro? That's why I'm saying dumbasses.
Sometimes
it's
you don't.
hot weather.
Wait,
It's hot weather every cruise I go. It's
hold
hot weather every single
Hold
time
on,
I go on
hold
a
on.
cruise because they're chasing the
Hold
sun.
on, having you not been in a cruise where the weather's like got a bit rough?
Not like no, I'm talking about just rocky waters. I'm not talking about rain and torrential downpour. No, none of that.
Nah,
Dumbasses.
I'm not having it. I'm
Look
not
at you
having it.
stupid people.
Nah, I'm
Travel sometimes,
Oh,
yeah.
because you were in a boat a couple of
You
times.
know,
you
a
think
little
he's
part of
expert.
me, but I don't want to wish that upon you, so I
Nah,
don't want
don't.
it to
And I'm only even going mad because it's a pod. I'm chilling, bro. After this, I'm gonna go pray for grace like I always do.
He's moving like he's catching Jack
Because
Sparrow.
them
and that.
waters can change.
Nah, no, you can't.
Them waters can change.
I tell you right now, yeah. There's one time, it was after a show. I went up to the top deck and I was just chilling, and I was just sitting there looking at the waters, and I was just like, right, like when you really look at the power of God in terms of the world and that, this is the most humble you ever be in your life. In the middle of the ocean, at any moment, man can say, "Hey, done."
Hey, water's I'm letting you know now.
That's how powerful
water's
this
the
thing is.
most humbling thing you can see. I saw this guy for no reason decided to jump into. I don't know why he just had to jump in from the cliff,
Ocean water.
and then he's a good swimmer. The current said, "Yeah,
Nah. Yeah,
all right."
yeah. You see that? Yeah.
Guy swimming, he's getting drawn out. He's swimming, and I'm telling you, when he bro, there's moments where he was supposed to jump onto the rocks and be safe. He just wasn't getting in. You know, you can hear the person filming, thinking, "Oh, this is hold on."
And then you're just getting tired.
Brother, you could see the tiredness of him just
The faded.
when
You
he
thought you could
finally
swim.
lands.
You thought you could swim until the water said, "Okay."
No, he was the best swimmer, and the water challenged the hell out of him. He'll never again.
You don't
water
play with
is a
God's
humbler.
elements.
But that
You don't
level
play
of
with
terror
God's
must
elements.
be because imagine you can swim, but you can't swim at that pace indefinitely.
You
And
can't.
That's right.
and you're just getting closer, but then the waves just carrying you back.
And not just that, yeah, but what's mad is we've, as humanity, we've discovered 5% of the ocean's life.
Yeah,
There's pure things under there.
pure.
As much as we, people be curious about space and that, for aliens, you see this ocean and that, yeah? I'm sure there's some fuckery in there.
Quickly, do you not think Jeff Bezos's babes went to space with Gail King and that?
Yeah, they all did still. I think
Alright,
they all
cool.
did.
Let's go to Patreon.
You don't think they did?
Huh?
You don't think they did?
Wasn't it lower Earth orbit?
Yeah,
I
it was
don't
that
know.
thing where they just technically touched the edge and then come back. It was,
Do you actually think they went?
You don't think they did?
I don't know, man. It didn't feel like it still. It just.
It didn't feel like that to you from your house?
Nah, I just looked at the videos and stuff, and and they're opening up the hatch and stuff, but they're opening it up from there.
So do you think they did a Richard Blackwood thing?
It could have.
I think this is a Patreon conversation.
Let's go. Let's go.
We're talking about Diddy as well. We're talking about Tory, Megan, all that stuff. So yeah, pull up. Make sure you check out that one. It's going to be very interesting. Let's go.